Started a few minutes early. Wait until some people get in here. So, you're not watching this live, maybe you're watching this later on, but welcome to another Bioshock stream. Throughout my next couple streams, I will be streaming this entire game. Gives me an excuse to play it, while also keeping stuff alive on my YouTube channel. Yeah. Goal for this stream, I definitely want to get through Fort Frolic. So I had to go through Arcadia Gardens and then Fort Frolic, and we'll see how we're doing on time after that. Maybe we'll do Hephaestus Industries as well. Go to the watch page. I'm gonna refill my soda, and we'll get started. Let's see. Got an entire 2-liter here for tonight. I drink a lot of soda. Makes up for the fact that I don't drink coffee or tea. It's a boys in Ryan's labs can make it hack proof, but that don't mean we ain't gonna hack it. Pablo Navarro. I remember his significant. I think he was one of Fontaine's men. So this is exactly where I left off, I believe. This garden area. Those of you who don't know, Arcadia Glens was the greenhouse of Rapture. It's where they got all. It's basically a giant oxygen factory.
Everything's ready. Flowers, bottle of wine, even 2 tickets to the tea garden. Nothing gets the Bettys in the mood like nighttime in Arcadia. Now I just gotta stop by the Thrifty Care to pick up a med hypo, just to be safe. Word is, this ain't Angelina's first visit to the tea garden.
Ah, crap. Just refilling on everything.
The augmentation procedure is a success. The
Health pack over here.
provide enough atom for serious work, but combined with the host, now we have something. The slug is embedded in the lining of the host's stomach, and after the host feeds, we induce regurgitation. And then we have 20, 30 times the yield of usable atom. The problem now is there's shortage
You need
of hosts.
splicer.
Fontaine says patience, Tannenbaum. Soon, the first home for little sisters will open, and that problem will be solved.
want to get. There we go. It's not centered, but I got him.
Today, Arcadia was closed off to all but paying customers. The man hires me to build...
Snow the Witch said, yes, my childhood, I love this game. I do too, which is why I'm working on playing through the entire thing again. It's 10 years old. It has been around for 10 years. And that's just, it's crazy. Crazy to think that it was over 10 years ago that I had that issue of Game Informer with the Big Daddy and Little Sister on the cover. Story. This is probably one of the more creative levels too, the Arcadia Gardens. I missed. Good. There we go. Okay. Now it's gonna be a little bit before I get the energy caster, but I'll start buying out hacks. Because my wallet was full.
Darling, hang her on.
A cat.
They talk. And in the end, they've got nothing to offer us. Hello?
Maybe others.
There's proper fun here. You don't fit in. Saturnine! Run! Bring a picnic lunch and we'll make a day of it. They're coming! This is our place! Ours!
Missed.
Don't look at me, you blasted tank!
There has been tremendous pressure to regulate this plasmid business. There have been side effects, blindness, insanity, death. But what use is our ideology if it is not tested? The market does not respond like an infant, shrieking at the first sign of displeasure. The market is patient, and we must be too.
Oh boy. Do I have enough stuff to take them on? Uh, thank goodness I'm playing on easy.
Even in the gathering dark, you light a candle. You have saved the little ones when you might have shown your cruelty. I am sending something your way to demonstrate our thanks.
Oh, I'm ready for dream time, Mr. Bubbles.
Yeah, let's definitely get some tonic slots open. For Machine Buster, Lurker. So let's go with Wrench Jockey. The shorten lines. Okay, kind of a plasmid slot. Go with Winter Blast. Ah, crap.
Freeze your
I think I put that in the wrong slot.
Shatter them into 1,000 pieces.
Combat tonic. Let's go with French Lurker this time. Let's do get Cyclone Trap.
Set traps for unsuspecting.
I mean, if I can make him fix.
Toys with Betty by Mr. B.
Down here? Yep, right here. Blast. Let's keep Cyclone Trap. We'll do Sonic Boom later. Does this? My genes seem to be in order. I have to go in here to get the rose anyway. I don't think it'll let me get it until I talk to the doctor. Crap.
I don't feel so great. I'm dizzy, I'm nauseous, and some of us I'm even seeing things that aren't there.
all according to Kikaku.
On the surface, I once bought a forest. The parasites claimed that the land belonged to God and demanded that I establish a public park. Right? So the rebel could stand slack-jawed under the canopy and pretend that it was paradise earned. Congress moved to nationalize my forest. I burnt it to the ground. God did not plant the seeds of this Arcadia.
She was having some kind of seizure. And then I realized,
Listen, Ryan. I'm gonna need you to listen to me. I'm no sort of botanist, but I think Ryan has just killed Arcadia. The man's put something foul into the air. Bottom of the ocean, Bio. All the oxygen comes from the trees. No trees, no oxygen. Give me a spell to think.
Yep, so Ryan just decided, hey, I'm gonna poison Arcadia to keep this guy from getting to me.
my trees. It wasn't you, was it? No. Ryan. I think I've got a way to save the trees. It's a genetic vector that... Oh, look who I'm talking to. Could you find
Hello,
a
DeAndre Kid.
Gallica for me? Look in the grotto. I've got to keep working while there's time.
This was our home!
Yeah, if you ever want to play this game on harder difficulties, you gotta get really good at hacking. Granted, I'm on easy, but still makes things so much easier.
You defiled this place!
up in leaves and call themselves the Saturnine. Please. They drink human blood and chant, "Harness the flame, harness the mist," and believe they're touched by the ancient gods. An aging bunch of frat boys tilting back goblets of plasmids and calling it ambrosia.
Just ran into a cultist. I was too quick on the draw. I was ready for him. So now he's gone.
You pray for with
Lily Poppy. And living there is the Lily Pop. Take me home, Bubbles. Mr. Bubble, please get up. No, 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 no. Thank you. Thank you.
I missed. There we go.
Standards, even in school times. He is a poison! Kill him!
These crazy people. DeAndre Kid asked, what are the chances of you making your Ruby reviews a little longer? Nearly zero. Here's the thing. A review should never be longer than the thing it's reviewing.
the poison! Kill!
It should never be longer than the thing it's... So for like a 15 to 20 minute long episode, 5 to 10 minutes is about all the material you can actually get without just being redundant and doing what Jake the One Man Band is so guilty of, which is just restating everything that happened.
Fight!
This is... Now, if anything, I'm gonna start making my Ruby review shorter. You're gonna have a lot less tangents that I go on, since I've done it for a while.
I couldn't believe how much things had changed since I left Dr. Steinman's office. It's like I don't even recognize Rapture
On
no
McClintock
more.
again.
I hear they've been rounding up people in Paula Square. I asked Ryan how could he do such things to innocents. He said, innocents. If they haven't chosen to defend Rapture, they've chosen to side with Atlas and his bandits. So there are no innocents. There are heroes, and there are criminals.
Gregory, don't come whining to me about market forces, and don't expect me to punish citizens for showing a little. If you don't like what Fontaine's doing, well, I suggest you find a way to offer a better product.
Where did you go?
Yes, I know about the lockdown. It's absurd. Just give me a minute. These Lazarus tests are very promising.
DeAndre Kid asked, what are your thoughts on the Ruby board game?
We're in business.
If it's the thing that they were playing in Volume 2, I love it already. It's not even out. If it's not that, if it's like, if it's like a Dungeons and Dragons clone, then I'm not as interested. Pretty much if it's anything other than the Risk-esque strategy game, then I'm not as enthused about it. And if it is that, then can I just say that Ruby Combat Ready is a stupid name? It is a really just dumb name for it. Gone down here yet? I don't think I have. Do you have any idea how impressive it is that a linear game like this still makes you go off the beaten path? I mean, open world games are kind of designed to do that. Because that's kind of the entire appeal of open world games, but this is not an open world game, and I'm still, like, running into that problem. That's just how engaging this frickin' world is.
Andrew Ryan reminds us we all make choices.
But in the end, our choices make us.
Sure it does. Like I said in the last stream, this whole game is about the illusion of choice. In fact, I was listening to a bunch of interviews with Ken Levine, the guy who wrote and directed this game. He was not a fan of the two endings. That was the one and only thing that 2K, the publisher, were adamant about him having, was the two endings, and he wasn't a fan of that because the whole game is like building up the illusion of choice. A man chooses but a slave obeys, so having a binary choice thing kind of undercut that. And I am almost out of pistol. I'm almost out of pistol rounds. There, now I'm all filled.
You brought the Rosa Gallica? Oh, what are you waiting for? An engraved invitation? Send it through the pneumo. Yes, this is perfect. Perfect. Come on up to my office. I'm letting you in now. I think I've got just the thing to put the green back in this forest. Isn't there anything in this damn place those pagans won't steal? I've got the security system in this joint hacked, so those tourists won't find. Solution, even my back issues of National Geographic. They're feathering their disgusting little shrines with it, I suppose. Sick bastards. Yes, I know about the lockdown. It's absurd. Just give me a minute. The early Lazarus, very promising. If the Rosa Gallica bloom, then by God, I know we're in business.
Hurry, the lockdown!
All right, I'm leaving. But somebody has to find a way to come back to check on these samples. They're very important.
We made a business deal, you and I, did we not?
Who says you can't teach an old hound new tricks? This batty plant woman spends 4 years coming up with ways to defoliate trees in the Pacific to scare out the Japs. And now here I am, down at the bottom of the Atlantic, trying to figure out how to do the same thing in reverse. Bathtub genie times the atom bomb, times Eve with a serpent. Let's go see what it can do.
And 4, 5, 7, right?
Every time we get a yard ahead, Ryan goes and moves the goal line down to the other side of the field.
I've been killing trees for 25 years. At Berkeley back in the 20s, on the Japs at Iwo Jima. But I never brought one back from the grave before. I did, Becky. Mama's gonna build her first damn Frankentree. I'm gonna call my little creation the Lazarus Vector. Maybe it'll bring the old gal's career back from the dead as well.
What's the point of being a damn genius if the only ones around to appreciate it are a bunch of spliced up morons? I've cracked the vector, or at least I'm 99% certain I have. I just need a bud of Rosa Gallica to confirm my analysis. Distilled water, a bit of chlorophyll, and enzymes extracted from Apis mellifera. That's right, sweetheart. Honeybee spit.
I've been killing trees for 25 years. At Berkeley back in the 20s, on the Japs at Iwo Jima. But I never brought one back from the grave before. I did, Becky. Mama's gonna build her first
gal's career back from the dead as well.
I definitely want all this stuff hacked. Chandra Kid said you probably already answered this question, but what direction do you predict they go with Yang's trailer? I bet we'll have a flashback again. I bet we'll have a, and this one will actually be interesting because it'll involve Yang and probably Ruby and that whole mess. Like I've already been over. Yeah, I've definitely already been over here.
It's those goddamn fanatics!
The people machine. Try to get this time. I'm gonna do grenade launcher damage immunity. That's really important if you want to use the grenade launcher. Kendra Kid said, "You mean their home life with Ty and Summer?" Possibly. It'll probably, if we get a flashback, it'll probably be from like after Summer. It's kind of funny. Teleporting around and ended up teleporting right into fire.
Parasite has his eye on Rapture. Keep your eye on the parasite.
Speaking of flashback. To the farmer's market. I kind of forgot that farmer's market was actually a different area entirely. Because we're probably not going to get to, probably not going to get to Hephaestus and get through Hephaestus Industries tonight.
Julie, my dear, I am trying to run a business here. You want to spend time with my honeybees? Well, I'm gonna have to start charging you for the pleasure. If I come out one more time and find you lolling out there amongst my hives, I'm grabbing my shotgun. Answer your question? Yes. My days of beekeeping was a blur. But I do seem to remember something about that enzyme you keep blabbing on about. I've been killing trees for 25 years. At Berkeley back in the 20s. On the Japs at Iwo Jima. But I never brought one back from the grave before. I did, Becky. Mama's gonna build her first damn Frankentree. I'm gonna call my little creation the Lazarus Spectre. Maybe it'll bring the old gal's career back from the dead as well.
Children, their very long needles, their tuned songs, their ghastly terror. Foolish Frankenstein fathers, but we've all placed our hand on the great chain of endeavor. My hand is on it. Fontaine's is on it. We all pull it and are pulled by it. Yes, these children are an abomination. But it is not my hand alone on the chain that created them. No. Their little fingers were right there next to mine.
and try and rationalize the fact that he's turning little girls into monsters. First out I get Maranata.
Time to go.
Don't stop!
Gonna see if I could use this. Crap. Let's see if I could use this camera to turn on that Big Daddy.
Bubble. Mr. Bubble. No. 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 Thank you. Thank you for coming.
Welcome to the circus of value. Feel your cravings in the circus of value.
Dr. Suchong, frankly, I'm shocked by your proposal. If we were to modify the structure of our commercial plasmid line as you propose, to have them make the user vulnerable to mental suggestion through pheromones, would we not be able to effectively control the actions of the citizens of Rapture? Free will is the cornerstone of this city. Thought of sacrificing it is abhorrent. However, we are indeed in a time of war. If Atlas and his bandits have their way, will they not turn us into slaves? And what will become of free will then? Desperate times call for desperate measures.
This is a trap, I believe. Oh no, I just Kinda is a trap. We need more money soon.
I shot. Get away from me! I can see the Adam oozing out of the corner of her mouth is thick and green. Her filthy hair hanging in her face, dirty clothes, and that dead glow in her eye. I feel hatred, like I never felt before, in my chest. Bitter, burning fury. I can barely breathe.
Kendrick, you said Minato with 9 tails versus Kakashi with perfect Sasuno. It's a tough one. I would say Minato as well.
On my walk today, I had my first encounter with Harold. He, in a foul-smelling diving suit, and she, an unwashed mop, filthy pink smock. Her palate was off, green and morbid. And there was a rather unpleasant aspect to her demeanor, as if she were in an altogether different place than the rest of us. I understand the need for such creatures. I just wish they could make them more presentable.
Yeah, so even a man like Andrew Ryan is a little put off by the Little Sisters, but understands their purpose and rationalizes it by saying how, like, advanced they are. Making them out to be, like, something superior. I just did him what Bruce Willis did to John Travolta. There's also a audio thing here.
I'm good enough. Why don't you believe it?
The Little Sisters Orphanage. In troubled times, give your little girl a life that she deserves. Boarding and education free of charge. After all, children are the future of Rapture.
Is that you?
Okay, there's only one little sister in this area, so I don't have to deal with another Big Daddy anytime soon.
In 10 years in this dump, I've come to accept a very low standard of life. But even at the bottom of this fish tank, a man must have stumbled. A pathetic troubadour down at Morley's winery and started putting water to his terrible wine. Water! When I confronted him with this fatty, he tells me, Pierre, this is not to worry. The water, she is distilled. It could be worse. I could take it right from the ocean.
On my walk, I had my first encounter with hell. He, a lumbering palooka, foul-smelling diving suit, and she...
Unleash
Gotta have
groups of enemies. Attack lots of enemies at the same
gotta
time.
have Bee Swarm. It's like the iconic plasmid of this game.
An unwashed moppet in a filthy pink smock. Her pallor was off. Green and morbid.
Adam acts like a benign cancer, destroying native cells and replacing them with unstable stem versions. While this very instability is what gives it its amazing properties, it is also what causes the cosmetic and mental damage. You need more and more Adam just to keep back the time. From a medical standpoint, it is catastrophic. From a business standpoint, Plantain sees the possibilities.
DeAndre Kidd asked, did you play Last of Us? If so, are you pumped for the new one? Yes, I have beaten it a few times now. On all except the hardest difficulty, the one that takes away like your vision mode. Last of Us is a good game. I don't know about best game ever. There's just too much it does wrong, and on the writing level, it's not much better than any other major zombie property, like Walking Dead. It's like a better episode of The Walking Dead. See why I love having the static shock.
Woe be unto you! Is this what you want? You didn't have it in you! It's fine! I'll take you then! Get back here and let me finish this! Right! Keep running!
G-Man Q asked, what do you think of Ruby Republic? It has its moments. It's It's certainly a conversation starter. Lots of, is the phrase cancerous people. I never had any major problems with it. Just pretty lax with a lot of its own rules. Like, right now the Rose thing is back, and it's, I don't get it. I don't get why people do it.
Fine, I'll chase you then.
Wait, do I have 7 already? Is there a way I could, like, check my inventory? Hold on. I guess that wasn't 7. And where are the... There are 2. I thought I checked all of them. Not all. There we go. They were in the safe.
Rumor is the tool of the parasite. Fontaine is dead. Rapture lives.
Why do they wear those masks? Maybe there's a part of them that remembers how they used to be, how they used to look. And they're ashamed.
I never said how much I love the soundtrack. And all the period-specific music it has. Very, very well done. Fallout's another one that does that, but in my opinion, Fallout doesn't do it nearly as well because they just keep using the same handful of songs for every game. And it's kind of gotten old. Whereas Bioshock just kept getting more and more creative. Yeah, I haven't played Bioshock 2 yet, but Bioshock Infinite has one of the most creative soundtracks I've ever seen. All the anachronistic songs.
The children must remain functional. The infected produces a bad implanted in their bellies, they are still children. They play, sing. Sometimes they look at me. They don't stop. Sometimes they smile.
The distilled water's the easiest thing to get. Well, actually, the chlorophyll solution is easier, but distilled water's still pretty easy. Take some pictures. I didn't think I hit him. God, there's Big Daddy again. I don't know why I still sweat when they walk around. I guess there's a lot to say about their designs and that lumbering sound they make. 7 distilled waters.
If you do, best head to a crafting station. Then head back to Langford's lab and put the whole witch's brew in the mister. That should clear this fog right up.
Go down here and
From the sounds of that USS, I guess that you're the proud papa of a brand new Lazarus Vector. Now drop the Vector into a gadget called Central Misting Control. Then we'll come together.
I know there's other things you can get with the distilled water. You have enough. Other like neat little plasmids. There's also it's also just fun to explore around in this game. Oh, there's other stuff down here. Other interesting tidbits. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Let's go with shotgun rate of fire. Wanna go, dude? You wanna go? GMQS, ever played any of the Borderlands games? I played the first one. I wasn't all that into it. Took too long to get started. Took too long to get fun. Yonder Kid asked, did you watch Full Metal Alchemist? Yeah, of course. I watched it when it first, I watched the original when it was first coming out on Adult Swim. Loved it. Ended up missing like the last 5 or so episodes for some reason. Don't remember why. Years later, I heard about Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood, gave it a watch. Did not like it at first because I was like, oh my goodness, the original was so much better paced and stuff. this is just retreading the same storyline. And then somebody actually explained to me why that was and why Brotherhood even existed. So I give it another shot after that. But when I did, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna watch all of the original Full Metal Alchemist, and then I'm gonna watch Brotherhood. And I did. I binged both series. I watched all of Full Metal Alchemist, and that's actually how I found out that I had never seen the last 5 episodes of the original series. Then after that, I went into Brotherhood. Somewhere with those 2 series, there is the perfect TV show. The perfect, like, 10 out of 10 TV show. But the part of me likes the original a little bit more. Because what it does right, there's some things it does, some creative decisions it makes that make it better than Brotherhood. Like humanizing the homunculi, which I get that in Brotherhood it doesn't make as much sense for them to be humanized, but I still prefer for them to be humanized like they were in the 2003 series.
But I'm also a woman who's not afraid of turning a buck or two. Ryan said if I could boost profits in Arcadia, part of the up would ride on my hip. So I get to thinking, we're paying for oxygen when we got photosynthesizing trees. Hell, we can even sell the extra to the rest of the city and undercut the other guys. Ryan will like that for sure. Fontaine's people have moved into the O2 biz tooth and claw.
I'm gonna switch this with the Hypnotize Big Daddy since there's a Big Daddy in here. Get him to fight alongside me in this next part.
This is quite incredible.
GManQ asks, which has better writing, Fairy Tail or Ruby? I'll say Ruby, because Ruby at least interests me. It at least grabbed my attention, and is worth talking about. Fairy Tail is, like, not that at all. Right down.
No doubt he'll be sending company. Best to head back to the lab entrance and seal her up. Might be the only way to keep the splicers out.
Stop running like a fool!
Did you get that door closed? Good. That's your boys inside. fuck?
Where are you going? Nothing.
Halfway there. Keep your hand on the throttle. Ryan's skin job there's the type to get complacent. What was that? Is the vector ready? What are you waiting for? Hit the damn switch. Well done, lad. Take a deep breath and enjoy it. Then head over to Rolling Hills to get the back there. Next stop is Ryan's house. It's time for blood.
Next stop is actually not Ryan's house.
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
So that was Arcadia Gardens.
Why are you so resistant to the traditional methods of separating a man from his soul? You're not CIA, are you? You belong to Atlas, the one roach I can't seem to exterminate. Don't worry. I just need time.
Onward to Fort Frolic. The best level in this game. Fort Frolic is the entertainment district, full of casinos.
You're almost there. The Sphere to Ryan is up on ahead. Ryan's handed the keys to Fort Frolic over to a guy named Sander Cohen. Cohen's an artist, says some. He's a Section 8, says I. I've seen all kinds of cutthroats, freaks, and hard cases in my life. But Cohen, he's a real lunatic. Psychopath.
This place is ran by a madman named Sander Cohen, an artist. The one major character who doesn't give a care in the world about
Oh, much is that dog
Ah.
That's better.
Sander Cohen.
Atlas Ryan.
Atlas
Ryan. Da 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 da. Time was, you could get something decent on the radio. The artist has a duty to seduce the ear.
This guy
and
is
delight
messed
the
up.
spirit. So say goodbye to
Kills his
Sander
enemies and then
Cohen.
covers them in plaster to
And
turn them into statues.
to an evening with Sander Cohen. No, I haven't seen a sign of real life down here in months. Let's see if you're just another Johnny-come-lately. Maybe something more delicious.
Don't judge me!
Nicely done. Where did you study?
Come back! Please! Judge me! Don't run! We were just getting started!
Smell the malt liquor in this one. I've waited so long for something tasty to come to this little burg, but all that pass are yokel's and rubes. Where are my manners? Come in! Come in! Sander Cohen awaits you at
Yeah.
the Fleet Hall.
Welcome to the Circus of Value.
He's a finicky little tool. That's right. Can't get that until I get Sander's key.
To Fort Frolic. No need to thank me for jamming the transmissions of those boors, Atlas and Ryan.
Yeah.
Let them have their squabble. The artist, yes, the artist knows there is richer earth to till. For example, I test you, little moth, but for a reason. I test all my disciples. Some shine like galaxies, and some burn like a moth at the flame. Come now into my home.
My mistake. Couldn't remember which button did what. First, I think this is where I think this is where Cohen's office actually is. Sonic boom.
Regarding your review of Anna Culpepper's latest musical, Insult, of all the worthy artists in Rapture, why you continue to devote column inches to this musical gremlin is beyond my imagination. Where she is not derivative, she's boring. Where she's not boring, she's obvious. Where she's not obvious, she's dangerous.
See what I mean? My kind of guy. It's right in there. I have to wait before I get to him.
Come on! I just want to talk to someone! Who's lying?
Come here and say that to my face.
Devin Holmes said, depends on perspective. Fairy tale knows what it is and doesn't try to be something else. Ruby has its good points as well.
Silence!
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da! Presto! Presto! No, no!
I'm trying! Please!
Once again, young Fitzpatrick.
Ah.
Oh God, you sick fuck, let me out of there!
Life, death. The burden of the artist is to capture.
Make me. Ugh.
Now you've got Fitzpatrick caught in his moment of glory. It seems you've got the eye of the shutterbug, little moth. Now, head to the atrium and place this photograph in my masterpiece. And so our collaboration commences.
I don't remember how to get up here. I think I have to take down those two turrets. Yeah. want to get up there, but I don't remember how. I mean, that's one way. Not even the easy way, though. I just went up the steps. Oh, first-person platforming with the mouse and keyboard. First try.
An outstanding display of athleticism.
Where'd he go? Goodness. There we go. Devin Holmes said they're both better than Bleach, though. Oh my god, was it bad? I like the stoic, edgy guy, but not as the protagonist, in my opinion. It usually doesn't work well. Yeah, that kind of goes without saying, really. There we go, finally got him.
I know why you've come, little Paul. You've your own canvas, one you'll paint with the blood of a man I once loved. Yes, I'll send you to Ryan. But first, you must be part of my masterpiece. Go to the atrium. Hurry now. My muse is a fickle bitch with a very short attention span. Do you see it? When I am dust, this is what they'll point to. My quad tick. My masterpiece.
See, guy's messed up.
Don't be afraid. Touch it.
Yeah, bodies covered in plaster. Not for the crossbow, which is kind of this game's equivalent to the sniper rifle.
And here's the glorious news. This is just the moment of conception. Out in this place, there are 3 men, all former disciples of mine, all connected by a common thread: betrayal. Find them, little one, and immortalize their mortality in my quad-tick. Go. Once they've been sent to their reward, you shall go to yours. And to Ryan.
Rapture is going to hell. Why? Because of them. Always behind the scenes, at the Lyceum, at the galleries in Soho, even down here in this so-called utopia. Doubters. Ryan understands. Simpatico. Yes, there's blood in the streets. Yes, people sometimes disappear. And those awful little girls. Well, I suppose the doubters think you can paint a picture without soiling your smoke.
The door to Poseidon Plaza is now open to you.
Don't look at me like that!
You won't lock us in, old man? Oh, that's fine with cops here. I used to love you. I used to think you're a physical genius. You know why? Because you paid my rent, you ancient hack. Come on to the record store. I'll show you what I think of your plinkety plink plink.
So, someone asked earlier about Bleach, or said something about Bleach. Yeah, Bleach is not a good series. It's got a good style, though. Like, Bleach is way better when you're not reading the words that go with it. I know one of these things is actually, like, real. I think it is anyway. Devin Holmes said, I recently saw The Force Awakens and I liked it, but Rey, they can fix this, and who can fix this? In the second movie, I liked her reactions, but it's like she could do everything. I think they're doing something with that. Hopefully they are. Somewhere beyond the sea, somewhere.
I work the meat meat in Little Italy, and even I'm shocked at the cold blood that oozes out of these autistic types. This broad Culpepper and that fruit job Cohen are in some kind of feud. And Cohen's looking for my security detail to pick sides. The next thing I know, I'm called into Ryan's office to talk about the whole mess. Goddamn nut job artists.
Yep.
The Wild Bunny by Sander Cohen. I want to take the ears off, but I can't. I hop, and when I hop, I never get off the ground. It's my curse, my eternal curse. I want to take the ears off, but I can't. It's my curse. It's my fucking curse. I want to take the ears off. Please,
Yeah.
take them off.
Dude is nuts. Dude's nuts. The Force Awakens, anyway. To respond to your comment, it's good. Force Awakens is good. Could have been better, but they successfully worked all that stuff into all the A New Hope retread stuff into the meta narrative, so it worked. It worked. I'm really excited for Last Jedi, but I have some worries about the franchise as a whole going forward. Apparently, J.J. Abrams did not actually have a plan for Rey, and so they're basically writing by the seam of their pants, and that's not a good thing. Plus, the whole Han Solo movie is just a terrible idea. I have no idea how Ron Howard's gonna make that work. I don't think he can. I don't think even he can. Ron Howard's a great director, but I don't think he could come into something like that, to a situation like that, and make it good. I just don't think he can do it. If I hack it, let's hack it the good old-fashioned way. Oh boy. That was close. I'll do it. A little lust. I need to get some tonic slots with the pistol clip size.
Some hired Betty tried to sell me on those fancy Oxford Club ciggies. No thanks. I told her I'm a nicotine man. Always will be. Why? Well, they smoke good and don't cost half a damn. Who cares if the things are made out of seashells and fish eggs?
Leave me alone!
Kevin Holmes said Kubo needs to team up with a good writer. Bleach has good art for a new series. Well, I mean, it did when it was a new series 15 years ago. But, oh, for a new series. Okay, yeah. I get what you're saying now. That's actually kind of a problem with manga, and I think it's what leads a lot of Western animation to be so much better than their anime counterparts, is that... And I'm going to use an American example to explain the phenomenon. If you've ever heard of Image Comics, Image Comics was basically a collection of, like, auteur writers like or it was a collection of artists, including Neil Gaiman and Todd McFarlane and a couple other people. I think Rod Liefeld was part of them. Was part of the crew. There's a few others. But basically, they were artists who had done illustrations for other people's comic books, getting together, creating their own comic book company, in order to write and have complete control over their own stuff. And the comics that they made were, in a word, kind of awful. They weren't good. They weren't good writers, except Neil Gaiman. That was Sandman, I believe, that came out of that. But the manga industry is so dogmatic with gotta be writer, you gotta be a writer and an artist, and you gotta do it all yourself, pretty much. And it drains people. I look at Kishimoto, he went freaking 15 years on Naruto, couldn't even do his honeymoon. Couldn't even go on his honeymoon because Shonen Jump had him on such a freaking strict schedule where he was barely getting any sleep. So we're lucky there's ever a good manga. To be perfectly honest. The American comic book industry does it very differently. There's a writer and there's an artist, and they are widely separated. Which leads to a lot of unfortunate circumstances as far as copyright goes, like pretty much everything Steve Ditko did when he was with Marvel. Or Jack Kirby's another one. Jack Kirby's another one that got screwed out of a lot of his royalties because he was more of an artist and didn't officially write, even though he actually did a lot of the character creation.
Guess the old grape finally sent someone. Son of a bitch. Left me to freeze. Oh, I've got a pose all picked out for you.
Take a photo of him and place it in the quad tick. I'm feeling full, like an expectant mama.
DeAndre Kid said, I want to be a comic book. Any tips? You want to write a comic book? Dude, release your stuff online. Like we live in a completely different world now. You can do all that stuff just online. I mean, look at you can even get like pretty freaking successful with it. Look at the guy who does the One Punch Man. He does web comics. Like One Punch Man is a web comic. Same thing with Mob Psycho. His other major work. Kitty Kirishima said a lot of mangaka have had to redraw pages to satisfy editors. It's a very shitty process, to be honest. Yeah, and not only that, but a lot of times the entire story will be forced to change because of the editors. Look at again, look at Naruto. Sasuke wasn't part of the original draft.
Finish me in here, you old fruit. And the saps you tossed in this meat locker, all panicked like rabbits. I just watched and waited. And when they started to kick, I started to scavenge. Made myself a little splicer cocktail I did. You can't have anything but cold. You gotta grow ice for your heart.
It's coming together. Yes. But there will always be doubters. You know doubters. I could never stomach doubters.
No time to wait.
Okay.
Hurry, Mr. Bubbles. Bubbles? No! 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 No!
The little ones have never had anyone to look to, except to me, and I am not much to speak of. You give them hope. And for this, I am grateful. I'll send something to demonstrate that gratitude.
Let's go up to this Gatherer's Garden. Patrick, you said my comic books are kind of unorthodox because my main character is based off gang life. And there's been other characters like that, I'm sure.
Unleash insects against...
That's all you got? Don't run! We were just getting started!
Jumped up and smacked him down. Stuff like that is why I love this game.
How much is that dog in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that dog in the window? I do hope that dog is for sale. I must take a trip to California.
Okay, I'm gonna try hacking this. Try this again.
How much is that dog in the window? The one with the waggly tail. How much is that dog in the window?
Okay.
I do hope that dog is for sale. I read in the papers there are robbers with flashlights that shine in the dark. My love needs a doggy to protect him and
Okay, I'm just gonna hold perfectly still. Using my little camouflage thing. And when the alarm runs out, I'm gonna kill that splicer. It's so weird with this song. Oh, I love it. I love it. Ah, I messed up. I'm not paying attention. God, I'm burning through these health packs. That's probably my best chance too. Dang it. Oh, hold on, I can still salvage this. Yes, got it. Better have some money in it. Some useful stuff. Scary thing about the painted splicers is that they don't make any noise. So it's always going to be a little unnerving. I hear little sister too. We'll go down here, get this tonic first. I was ready for it. Oh crap.
Thank you. Thank you.
There's one more little sister in this level. They don't make any. They don't talk at all.
The good people of Rapture didn't sign up to see us government type shutting down shops, killing their owners, even with a ponce like Fontaine. But he brung it upon himself. Instead of copping it on the chin, Bugger gets it into his head that he's gonna go down guns blazing. Who does he think he is, John Bloody Wayne? We can get on top of this. We can. Here's what we do. We find Fontaine's will and make what was his go to where it was intended. And not into the pockets of us that put him into the ground.
This is a very important part. This is...
I didn't know Fontaine had something to do with it. What are you doing? No, don't, please. I loved you, don't, please,
no. I'm not gonna spoil the significance of that flashback in this.
fucking doubters! Here's what I say to all of you!
He just lost it. Or did he?
Fly away, little moth! Fly!
They're all low level. I'm putting on a freaking show for them.
Smile! Smile!
Can you imagine, like, a movie having a violent, like, part where a dude beats the, like, kills a bunch of guys with a wrench set to this music? It's from the Nutcracker.
I'm sorry for that outburst. You'll have to forgive an old fool his artistic temperament. The
Yep.
Earth is so close now. The labor and aims can bloom the judgment and drive the passions of even the finest spirits.
There's one left. Yeah, one left, and it's the one that's in the Rapture records. Kitty Kirishima said, I love the music in this game. Belmir Bisdushine is such a good song. Don't know which song that is. But if it's in this game, that means I like it, because I can't think of a single track that I don't like in this game.
Fontaine knew our blokes were coming. We were done over. Then splicers come screaming out the woodwork. Burping fire, spitting ice. Demons out of the Bible they were. I've never seen nothing like it. It wasn't a business he was building. It was an army.
Uh-oh. There's that final little sister. This way. Yonder Kid asked, do you think the Spring Maiden will a survival of the fittest mentality like Raven? Probably. I don't know why she wouldn't. Just the upper atrium of Eve Garden. Where are you? Where are you at, Mr. B? Back down here. So. Oh, dang. That was a close one.
Thank you for helping me.
Go up. That's Cohen's office. Can't do that until after the level's over. That's where I need to go. It's good for a game to have a map. It's better for a game to need a map. No, I was already in the casino. Rapture Records.
You Cohen's messenger boy? I got something for that crow. What's wrong with my kitten, sugar?
I remember the first time I played this, it took me like 10 minutes to realize that there was a crawl space there. Kind of like that one part in during my Deus Ex stream.
But I think I like him better this way. Take his damn photo. Chop, chop.
What's with the sourpuss?
Have you heard what's going on down in Apollo Square?
There you go again. Welcome to the circus of... Harry, listening to the rumor of Rapture security.
Zoom tight. Alright. It's the grand finale. There's Sander Cohen himself.
Let me see it.
Yep.
My God. My God. My God. It's beautiful.
You'll find your path to Ryan is now clear. Tell him Sanders said hello. Oh, yes. You may avail yourself upon one of my lessons.
Cheers,
as
mate.
a token of our time together. If you had become my one and true disciple, you might have been worthy of seeing inside the box.
Oh, what?
But who knows if that man may yet even go. Now,
I was over here.
Would you kindly leg it over to the spear and get on down to Hephaestus?
Would you kindly? Would you kindly do this? Would you kindly do that? Alright. Been going for about 2.5 hours. Yeah, looks like we're gonna call it a night. Got through Fort Frolic, but I have other things I have to do tonight. So I can't do Hephaestus Industries. So actually, I kind of wanted that to be the big cliffhanger.
Watch yourself. Ryan,
Or,
we best keep to our knitting.
I wanted that to be the big cliffhanger for the end of the stream. Instead, it'll have to be like the halfway point thing.
And we get out of this hellhole. We don't.
So,
Then you and I are ghosts. Now, would you kindly head to Ryan's office and kill
this son of a
bitch? It's time to finish this.
it makes you think this is the last level. I mean, you got all the weapons. This is all the weapons you get, right?
I say Cohen's lost
Yeah.
his touch. If you knew him when he used to believe in the work, in the struggle. And now, he rots in that Neverland, waiting for someone to come and tell him he still got it. I suppose that's why he let you live.
So this is going to be the end of the stream. Last call for questions. Yeah, this is when they start getting tougher too. Everyone gets a little tougher. Last call for questions before I cut the stream. It's been fun. Lots of good things to talk about today. Next time I stream, it'll probably be... I don't know, I don't want it to be too long because I kind of want to... I just bought Bioshock 2. I kind of want to get started on that, but I want to get started on that on a stream. But I want to play through this one first. That way, my goal is to eventually have like an entire Let's Play Bioshock series with 1, 2, and Infinite. So, that's my goal. DeAndre Kidd asks, who has your favorite semblance in Ruby? Bro. Nah, I'm just kidding. Crow has the worst. Emerald's probably, like, the one I would abuse the most. Weiss is the most powerful, though. She has the best semblance.
You can taste it, can't you? Andrew Ryan.
Yep. Sure can. Wait. So that's going to be it for tonight. Hope you tune in next time I play Bioshock. One. So, Devin Holmes asks, how would you feel if Pyrrha came back to life? I think it would ruin the show. It would prove that the show has no stakes. I mean, there's always ways around that. Like, Dragon Ball always found a way around the whole death has no meaning by, like, getting rid of the Dragon Ball super early. Like, oh no, you killed Piccolo, now the Dragon Balls won't work. And then, buy new sets of Dragon Balls, and then, oh, Super Kame Guru died. Now the Dragon Balls won't work. Stuff like that, but Ruby doesn't have anything like that built into its mythology, so any, like, resurrection is just going to be a cop-out. Pyrrha needs to stay dead. Pyrrha needs to stay dead. Summer Rose needs to be dead and stay dead. And before too long, another major character has to die, and it has to be a mentor. It has to be someone like Ro or Winter or Glinda or someone like that. Someone higher up on the food chain. Ironwood, maybe. Devin Holmes said I would hate it, but oh my god. Yeah, I would definitely hate it. Anyone else? Before I cut the stream. Alright. So tune in next time as we kindly head up to Ryan's office and kill the son of a